Andrea Mitchell reports only on MSNBC. The Rachel Maddow Show, only on MSNBC.
Lightning strikes, you want to be there, right there in the room. You. Not everybody's going to say yes to you. Just don't ever say no to yourself. Ever. Last year's commencement ceremony at the Ohio State University, the Blikkis. Anyway, it's that time of year when politicians and celebrities offer their pearls of wisdom to graduates. Here's President Obama last week in South Dakota.
We ask for nothing more than the chance to blaze our own trail, and yet each of us is only here because somebody somewhere helped us find our path. That's part of what makes America exceptional. We are thankful for anybody who helps each other along the way.
And potential 2016 GOP candidate Ohio Governor John Kasich. Here's John Kasich.
Somebody tells me no, they're not going to keep telling me no. Because I'm going to bother them to the point where it's a lot easier for them to say yes than it is to keep saying no.
Got it. My theme too. We're back in the roundtable, Ryan, Sabrina, and David. Your thoughts, your memories of your graduation speech when you related? No memory.
I wrote down the name of the guy who spoke. It was Clinton's education secretary.
Oh, Clinton, that's right. That's right. South Carolina. South Carolina. I don't remember what he said. Is that his fault?
I think he takes something.
Sabrina, we were talking about your experience.
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying that leading up to our commencement, I was down grateful. There was John McCain, Barack Obama, and breakfast. There's a lot of hype around my commencement because it's the 150th for the school. We end up with Chicago Mayor Richard Daley, at the time Chicago Mayor, and it's because one of the Northwestern Board of Trustees members was chairing the Chicago Olympics Committee and a friend of the mayor's. So it was clearly very political. In the end, we didn't Chicago didn't get into the Olympics anyway, and the only headline that came out of the speech was Daley tells students to make the world a better place. I don't know. I'm being here, clearly.
I wasn't at my commencement, so I don't even remember who the speaker was. My favorite commencement.
Were you wearing in the shaky somewhere?
I was already working. I was early and started working. But my favorite speech was for 20 minutes. And a guy named Jimmy Tingle, a comedian, went to the John Kennedy School, was asked to give one of the commencement speeches. It's hysterical because he grew up in Cambridge, the son of a taxi cab driver. He talked all about the times he stole bicycles from the Harvard students.
So you went to Harvard?
No, I didn't go to Harvard, but it's one of my favorite
No,
you're
trying to get some. By the way, on that point, maybe it should be left to the pros like Denzel Washington. Let's watch him. This was at Penn for my daughter's graduation, Caroline's graduation. I was there.
Round one. In fact, if you really want to know the truth, I had to come exactly because I might be fool with myself. So what am I talking about? I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing.
That's the thing. Just coming there, standing before a live crowd, thousands of people in an Ivy League school. You know, it's like Eleanor Roosevelt said, why is it your friend?
Well, I think that's right. The question I have is about all these kinds of speeches that have been happening. What's the really worthwhile advice that a 21, 22-year-old person will walk away from this speech and say, I can apply this maybe 5 years later, 10 years later, this speech is actually, well, push the button like that, other than yours.
And I'm trying to talk about it in all seriousness.
What the fuck, well?
I think kids are heading into medical school, so they got to pretty much figure out their head in life. But there's so many kids out there that are still kids. They've always been doing great, everything's automatic. So they get that last year college, and all of a sudden, existential. They got to figure out who they are, where they're going in life, and they're the ones you got to give a couple cues to. You know, and that's when I start talking about some methods of dealing with it.
Round two.
Well, that sounds like your advice, although I would walk away and feel empowered. But what do you think?
Well, several years ago, I gave them a little plastic card with all the rules I gave them on. So I said, it's not biodegradable, it's not living, so lose it. And I'll be giving the commencement commencement address is coming up for the graduates up at Merrimack College on Massachusetts weekend, then at St. Mary's College out of California next week, and then later in the month, Pierce College in Philadelphia. Anyway, thank you, Ryan Grimm. Thank you, Sabrina Sadecki, and Sticky and David Fortnite. When we return, let me finish with a strong pull of a particular television program. You want your hardball? Place your balls.
Final round.
MSNBC connection.
American history is really important. The Civil War never ends. It's not always fought on a battlefield. It's fought in Congress. It's really a battle between those who want to extend freedom, opportunity, rights, and those who want to restrict them. It's taken a long time. It's been a brutal struggle for women's rights, African American rights, gay rights. But in the end, we fight for a larger liberty. It's head to win the argument.
Around immigration, there's a sense of need to punish people. When they come here and they don't know our language, we gotta punish people who came here the wrong way, even if they've been contributing to American society for a decade or more. Bigger, meaner, scarier, and suggesting electrified, alligator-filled boats to prevent them from coming in by the language that we use to talk about those people who want to be here. You know what? Those people who want to be here are us. That's what this country is made of.
Kotal kahn wins.
In America, there are many ways to express yourself. But only one that counts. Speak out.
Introducing MSNBC.com.
Everyone knows what it's like in the course of your own day.
Round
If you are just hungry
Fight.
because you have missed one meal, how difficult it is to concentrate. Imagine being 6 years old and having that feeling. Now go bathroom. Now try to read a tough book. Now try to concentrate on your science experiment. We keep talking about how to solve the educational crisis in this country. How do we begin to close the education gap? The kids
Whoa,
are
what the
not
fuck?
well fed. They literally cannot concentrate because they have not had enough to eat. You can put forward your ideas, put forward your criticism on the other side, try to persuade people to vote for you. That's politics. Or you can try to make it harder for the other side's voters to cast their vote. You can make it pointless when they do vote. That is not politics. That is undermining politics. It shows that you don't think you can compete on the merits.
Embrace the darkness. Fight.
Distance. Take extreme measures. And do whatever it takes.
Oh my god, doesn't keep me standing.
Call again. To regular weekends and that.
Oh, dead, bro.
This is one of the great institutions of public education in America. My high school, Maury High School in Norfolk, Virginia. When I was going to school, there were demonstrations against the Vietnam War, forced busing, racial equality. We had a lot of big issues. But we got through them because we believed.
Fight.
Because we had people inside that building that cared about kids. Public education, teachers. It's an American value, and we can't let go. I first heard it when Ronald Reagan went in, 1980, in the 21st century. How long has it been true? I mean, we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It never got down to us. 30 years later, we got the down, but we never got the truth.
Let me finish tonight with a strong pull of a particular television program. It's called Man Men. Okay, I'll make it official. I care about Don Draper. What happens, David? I'm not the only one who does. I care about Roger Sterling, one of the most subtle and amazing characters in dramatic history. This guy knows precisely who he is, and yet leaves us, time after time, hoping desperately for him to finally grab control of his life and some responsibility for those around him. I care about the impressive but vulnerable Joan. Only needs one name, and Pete Campbell and Peggy Olson and young Sally Draper
I
just
offer
might be.
outlaws French. Round one. Fight. Final round. Fight. Finish him. Shinok wins.
I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Tough times for social conservatives in America. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo.
Round
In
one.
cyberspace, there are
Fight.
scores political websites that try to destroy people with whom they disagree. Both sides participate, but there are many political conspiracy sites that are and presidential race in 2016.
Taste the blade of fire.
Maybe three examples. There's Governor Scott Walker.
Embrace the darkness.
Recently,
Round
Governor
two. Fight.
Doing his best to conspiracy theories.
Finish him.
I don't agree with the notion that some are putting out there, including scientists,
Death
that
to
somehow
all.
there are actions we can take today that would actually have an
Shinok
impact on what's happening in our
wins.
climate. Our climate is always changing.
That same day, the Los Angeles Times ran a headline that said, quote, Marco Rubio says human activity is an